What's up, big
Man, will that ever get old? Good morning, Warriors, and welcome back to the Gym and the Crypto. Today is Tuesday, April 4th, 2023, episode number 1089. I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10ish.
At 10ish in today's top stories. Why is Dogecoin price up today? Crypto exchange Bittrex shut down U.S. operations due to regulatory uncertainty. South Korean authorities seize $160 million in assets tied to Terra. Employees are being reported. And 73.3% of Q1 rug pulls happened on BNB chain, says Immunify. But first and foremost, what's going on with those prices?
Oh, yeah. So let's take a look at our prices for today. Bitcoin at $28,175, down 0.3%. Ethereum at $1,867, up 3.2%. Binance Coin at 311 is down 0.29% on the day. XRP sitting at that 50-cent mark is down 2.5%. Cardano at 39 cents is down 0.4%. Dogecoin at 9 cents, a slight pump of 26% over the last 24 hours. And we'll discuss more about that. Polygon at $1.12 is up 1.2%. And Solana at 2088 is up 1.7%. Some of the trending coins include Arbitrum after that airdrop, XRP, Gaming Doge, and some of the recently added coins for you DGens out there, VNX Euro, Fluffy Token, and Bumble Seed. All right, so if you want to do some dumpster diving, there you go.
There it is. And quick shout outs going on Lift Hump Game, Wisdom Bar, Zyro, Heavy Productions, Bitcoin Madam, Captain GS1 Dubs. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the show. More 10 than ish today. Yesterday was more 10. You know, we switched it around a little bit. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Top story of the day. Why Dogecoin price is up today? And the answer is very simple because you all don't care about the tech. That is why it's pumping today. No one cares about the technology. No one cares about the what happened with FTX. No one cares about what happened with Terra Luna. Like, this is literally of the same essence. Dogecoin pumping yesterday and today is of the same essence of the Terra Luna scam, of the FTX fiasco, of Celsius, BlockFi, all of that stuff. That is why Dogecoin is pumping. These are the same humans doing this same bullshit in this market. And then once it fails, everybody finds out only 9 or 10 people own majority of Dogecoin. Then we'll do the whole circuit again where we got to go to CNBC and all the experts weigh in. Of course, all these experts are people none of us have ever heard of, but we'll do the whole circuit of how did we get fooled by Dogecoin? We don't know what happened. It must mean all of crypto and all of Bitcoin is bad. It's bad technology. Is nothing's working. It's all pump and dump scams because of Dogecoin. All right, that's what it means to me. But according to this article, Dogecoin price is a 4-month high after rallying 30% of the day, with Elon Musk and Twitter playing a central role in the Doge craze once again. What's going on in the story, Bitcoin? Zay, you're always on Twitter. I actually jumped on Twitter yesterday for a moment to search something. And funny enough, I did see the Doge icon of the Doge token on the load screen when I was switching screens and everything. And I literally was just shaking my head. I was just like, it's past being funny now. It's just like, all right, this is why everyone's lost and confused. But what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah. Well, Dogecoin is the #1 attraction at the shitcoin casino and is never going to get old simply because you have a billionaire who is trolling and basically just shilling Dogecoin because he likes it or he owns a lot of it, whatever. But I think that people need to understand that this was not very serious. And this is the actual article here. Elon Musk, when he pumped it, it came from Twitter. I do follow him on Twitter. Like a lot of people, it was just a meme where it was a Dogecoin driving. It says that's an old photo, and it was the Twitter bird that was there. As it states here, in what appears to be a late April Fool's joke, Musk on Twitter changed his official bluebird to mimic Dogecoin's symbol, a Shiba Inu dog featured in viral memes. So a lot of people, they may have taken it serious for a second, but you got to remember in trading as well, it's a lot of bots. So It may have been people just running off the way. If Elon tweets Dogecoin, it pumps. That's the absurdity of the crypto market. It's just the hottest table in the casino. That's all it is.
Kramer is not back talking about crypto. I hope this is an old video I'm looking at. I can't even believe they got crypto and Kramer in the same little graphic.
Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious. That has to be an
Oh,
old
yeah.
video. But go ahead.
Pump us to the moon, Kramer. Pump us to the moon, Kramer. Whatever he says, yeah. If he says it's going down, we about to go crazy.
Let me ask you this, because you seem, like you said, it's funny, whatever you think, you're taking this in good jest. I'm on the other side. No, Zay, stop enabling these people, Zay. So
I like seeing adults fail, because I guess that's the best.
That's what I was going to ask you. Okay, so that's what I was going to ask you.
Adults fail, because I can talk till I'm blue in the face, but they have to fail in order to get to that point. So yeah, these idiots that keep thinking Doge is going to pump like this, yeah, let them keep doing it. They got that.
All right. I'm with it. All right. That's why I just had to ask for your take, because I was like, hold on. This is like, you don't think this is messing up the market? And you're right too. We have to let them fail. And free world, free country, well, free country at least. You're allowed to do what you want for the most part, so you can't be mad at that. It's just frustrating because, one thing I also want to say that goes along with this is I've been giving him a few shout outs lately, because I've been seeing his bits and pieces, but I just saw one bit I have to come back around. CoffeeZilla. Go over there with Spencer and shut the fuck up when it comes to crypto, buddy. CoffeeZilla, clip this and send it to him. Shut the fuck up about crypto too. I thought he knew what he was talking about until I saw the Joe Rogan clip where it says CoffeeZilla explains crypto, Bitcoin, whatever to Joe Rogan, and it was just like, oh, he don't know what he talking about either, bro. Like, oh my god, all of these fringe crypto experts, boy. Like, he don't know what he's talking about either, man. I can't even get into the talking points of it. I don't even remember. I just remember watching a little 10, 12-minute clip, and my jaw was dropped. My jaw was dropped. Now, to be fair, he isn't as critical as Spencer. He does come around. He does admit that, hey, I do see the the positives, some of the positives and the capabilities. Like, he does understand and see it, but his explanation and the way he still views it is basically as an investor. Once again, it's almost as an investor, not fully, but just about. And it was just the wrong take, especially on a platform like Joe Rogan, when so many people are listening. It was just like, you don't know what you're actually talking about either. Goodness gracious, can we get one person on Joe Rogan or one of these main popular platforms that know what they're talking about? So I bring up CoffeeZilla specifically in this point because, yes, when things go wrong with Dogecoin, it will be the CoffeeZillas, the Spencers, the Joe Rogans. Then it's going to go up to somehow the fucking Congress and Senate from the bank people, whatever. But it will be all these people on all these mainstream channels and shows and everything else with all the money. And they're going to be saying, see, this is why we're trying to stay away. When in reality is like, no, we're saying to stay away from it, but you all aren't staying away from it. Like, we can't control this. Man. We were just talking before the show. We think because we started our show so early on YouTube, some of the blanket bans that hit crypto channels, we're probably still under those same blanket bans. Like, a lot of the crypto channels that blew up didn't come until 2 to 3 years after us. But there weren't any of these bans on YouTube and Twitter. They were advertising already at the time. So we're just like under the assumption, like maybe we're just under some type of blanket ban to begin with. But regardless of what it is, there's plenty of great content creators out there or people in this space who know what they're talking about. And when I see Dogecoin price go back up and this becoming talking to town, this is on Twitter and all this other stuff, since it's not being ignored and literally people are trading with it, against it, or whatever, to me, that's just saying, like, still immature market. We're still not there. And 2 or 3 more big ones need to happen. Like I said, people still need to learn the hard way. I'm just frustrated because it's like when they do happen, the narrative is going to be like, this is the entire community. This is the entire market. This is everything. This is why we need regular. And then, CoffeeZilla. As I said, people who are late to the game always wants regulations. He's over there, regulator. We need regulation. He's not even explaining what he's talking about clearly, but he's saying we need regulations for it, even though I can't fully explain it. It's fucking mind-blowing, man. It's mind-blowing. He can't even explain what he's talking about, but he just knows this is why regulators need to come to the market, because people like him don't know what he's talking about, can't explain it. It's crazy.
Hey, man, humans are so comfortable being sheep. They rather stay sheep, man. That is what it is. Humans go human. I can't keep adults from themselves.
I mean, can you imagine me? I'm trying to think all right, a great example. Basketball. Never been a basketball player. I like watching it casually. You know that. I'm not a huge basketball guy or whatever. Could you imagine if tomorrow I woke up and I was like, not just funny, but I was seriously leading a front to change the rules of basketball? You'd be like, bro, you don't even play it, much less watch it. Like, why Why is this the hill you're willing to die on right now? It's like, I don't know, but we need more regulation in basketball. Donahue could have been the only referee. Pistons should have won back-to-back. Y'all didn't want defense, so y'all changed the rules. Detroit always make the world change. We know what time it is. Listen,
Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit. Hey, hold on. I will say though, Detroit, that was y'all fault.
Who is that?
Should have took Melo, not Darko.
Listen, will we have got Darko helped get a
fault.
sheet? Darko helped get a sheet.
That's Joe Dumars' fault. Y'all don't need sheet when you got Melo.
That's true.
Y'all would have won 3 in a row.
But that's my point. What do I look like waking up? Like after all this time, like literally, I wake up tomorrow morning and I start, hey, I need 1 million signatures on this. We need to change the basketball rules and everything. Y'all be like, what are you talking about? This is how I feel about all these people just casually only coming over to crypto whenever there's a pump and dump and they just want those views or whatever on their channel and they get to talking crazy and they don't know what they're talking about. To me, this is the exact same thing. So no, I'm not with this Dogecoin pumping. This is the problem in the market. It's the same people, part of the same circus. And unfortunately, we have to watch like literally others, people who are either not in the market or coming to the market super late, come in and try to dictate what the rest of us are doing. It is seriously crazy to see, man. It's crazy, but that's where we're at.
I'm waiting on. Yeah, well, I'm waiting on to see some of the regulations that are coming, so they can see how bad it really is. Yeah. People always call for regulations until they show up, and then they're like, "Oh man, this is terrible. We can't use 99% of the cryptos. We can't use none of the platforms. We can't bank with nobody. We can't use it in the U.S." And I mean, that's perfect transition going into this next story.
Actually, it is great transition. Yeah. Zay with the segue, Zay's what we're gonna call him. But really quick, hey, Alipio, we homies. I love you, Alipio. Don't you be laughing at my Pistons. he got the Pistons spell crazy. And another thing, you know, this is real on topic real quick before we segue. That was a great segue about these regulatory environment. But really quick, I don't know why, but I was going back to the Malice of the Palace and all. I saw all the documentaries and videos they was doing. Listen, I hate to have to keep doing this, but I'm gonna have to remind the world because y'all be talking crazy. Listen, BMF did not start in Detroit. They started off in E-Course, River Rouge, Southwest D. And the Palace and the Malice was not in Detroit. It was in Auburn Hills. You all have never experienced Detroit on a public level. I want everyone to know that. So stop acting like you have. Those Pacers were very lucky that was in Auburn Hills. That was not in Detroit. That was in Auburn Hills, way away, people, okay? I got to correct that, Zay. Everybody keep acting like, yeah, we went to Detroit and this happened. And then, you know, and Cali dudes and the BMF in Detroit. Oh, y'all ain't never met Detroit people. Who are y'all? Ain't never met them. Trust me when I tell y'all that. Y'all never met Detroit people. You're going to know when you meet them because you're just going to know. Just trust me on that. You haven't met them, okay? Now, with that being said, let's
got to stand up for the hometown.
Hey, man, I've been seeing people talking crazy. Like, yeah, they cool. They relaxed. They players. But, you know, I'm like, oh, y'all think this is just being made up? No,
y'all ain't never met Trick.
You know what I mean? Yeah, listen. You ain't been to the real city airport on the east side. You don't know Detroit. You've been to Metro Airport. That's way outside the city, people. Okay, it's big differences. All right. Anyway, going to this great segue about the regulatory environment on a more serious note. Something. I mean, I won't lie. This made my teeth white when I saw it. If you all don't remember, this is the exchange that essentially. You know, we were hacked on this exchange through their negligence. Essentially, this exchange was never open on the weekend. So we reached out to them one Friday, said, hey, we got some suspicious activity going on our accounts. Please lock them, freeze them. Hey, we need help. We can't get in our accounts. Hey, where you at? And then by Monday, they're like, okay, we're trying to help you now. And it's like, yeah, the money's gone now,
thanks
buddy.
Thanks a lot.
And one thing I want to share about this story is since we're talking about the regulatory environment, I mean, we did file an FBI report in order to make up, you know, so that loss is on record. But ain't nobody do no chasing the congressmen and this and that and senators and we need to go after Bittrex now and this. No, it happened. A L happened. We took an L in the space. It was a big one. We didn't want to, blah, blah, blah. It was negligence on the exchange. We had to go through their BS process with their, what's it called? I can't even think of the name. When you're using their lawyers,
customer service?
No, their lawyers, when they're basically doing the, I can't even think of the word. I have the word in my head, but they're basically doing like the third party lawyer, the arbitration. They change the terms of service overnight. I mean, this exchange is a piece of shit. It's ran by 3 developers who also want to be the CEO and have their jobs at Google at the same time. Like 2 of them were working at Google while they're running this exchange. Can't say enough bad things. So I'm happy to see that they're actually leaving the U.S. But again, what's going to be interesting when they do talk about the regulatory environment and stuff like that, how does that factor in for the Bittrexes of the world where they were here and then now all of a sudden they're saying, well, we're not in the U.S. no more. we'll see what happens. I think the SEC might retroactively be like, no, you're still in the U.S., my boy. But regardless of what happens, we're talking about crypto exchange Bittrex, which has officially shut down its U.S. operations due to regulatory uncertainty. If you're still on their email list, you know the last few months they've already essentially been teasing this. Throughout the last few months, a year, they've been saying, hey, make sure you get your assets off this exchange, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you're not using this as much anymore. They've been disabling wallets. Well, it looks like it's all been a lead up to actually leave the United States. Now, they're saying they're shutting down because of regulatory uncertainty. As you can see here, due to continued regulatory uncertainty, we have made the difficult decision to wind down our U.S. operations effective April 30th, 2023. All funds are safe. It can be fully withdrawn immediately. The announcement adds, emphasizing that the closure does not affect non-U.S. customers using the Bittrex global platform. Now, again, to us, Shittrex has been dead for years. They did have their time in the sun. It was one of the main platforms to go to. It was like 2016, 2017, top of 2017, 2016, top and mid 2017. Yeah. So they had like a good 2-year run as well, like most of these exchanges do. Then they just volume died off. Yeah, I wouldn't even say good. They had a decent, because honestly, it was mostly like the diehard traders on there too. It wasn't even like a lot of traders on there. It was more the diehard ones. So they had a little run or whatever. But to me, this is long overdue. I don't know how they're still in business. I definitely don't know how they've been. I don't know how they've been skirting around the government. I would say probably because they're like the smallest, bigger exchange type of deal. But I don't even know how they skirted this long. But it looks like they're done playing the U.S. game and they're leaving. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be that smooth. They operated here a little bit too long, and I know we weren't the only unhappy customers. We didn't go to the government with it, but we're sure other people have. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays off. And again, forward thinking, when they do bring these regulatories and you owe this, and we're coming back from 2016, 2017, this is what I mean. It'll be interesting to see how it operates if a company isn't operating in the United States or even in business and service anymore. What's going to happen when the government says, well, this tax, this tax, this tax. And you're like, well, I mean, I have recorded stuff where I've lost money on this exchange that went out of business, or I've lost money on this exchange that don't operate in the U.S. anymore. Uncle Sam, what are you going to do about it? They took my money. Uncle Sam, they took my money, man, on the way to school. What are you going to do about it? You going to help or what, man?
Of course not. They're going to take it from me. They're going to steal from me too. You go, oh, so you getting stole from.
So you got money to take is what you're telling me.
You got money to take. Okay.
What are your thoughts on this story?
Yeah, this made my morning as well. Fuck Shittrex. If you read the book Bitcoin in Black America, you already know my thoughts about them. And glad to see them go, but of course, this is a small part of a bigger problem. Exchanges are starting to leave the U.S. in droves. If it's not economically viable, there's no point in being there. And Bittrex co-founder and CEO Richie Lay said on Twitter that it was not economically viable to continue to run the exchange in the current U.S. regulatory and economic market. So one of the main things you have to remember is that they're a small company. They're the 71st largest digital asset exchange with a 24-hour trading volume of just 11 million. I mean, that's less than Uniswap, PancakeSwap, and Orca. I mean, they're basically, you're right. How have they existed this long? I don't know. But if other companies start to see the same thing, I think you'll see a huge exit of companies from the U.S. due to regulatory pressure. And the U.S. is doing it to itself. Unfortunately, they're just trying to regulate it into the ground. Pocahontas has her anti-crypto army. I mean, what is going on? Greenpeace is trying to clean up the code. It's a concerted effort. So a lot of these exchanges are like, you know what? I don't want to deal with it. We don't have as much money as Coinbase or Kraken. So we're just going to go ahead and get out of Dodge, go somewhere where we're wanted. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be somewhere in the global south or one of these Caribbean countries.
Yeah, for sure.
Bet it.
And you know what? I mean, semi-related, because we're talking about the regulatory environment. But I will say unrelated people, just to be clear, at least for myself personally, I don't care about Republican or Democrat. To me, they're both the same people on the same team. They're just trying to trick you up. And I say that to say, this is not even a planned article. I just want to pull this up because to me, it kind of explains a lot of what's going on. And really quick, I'll tie it back into cryptocurrency. The reason why I'm bringing up this article, not to trigger you all. But I kind of already had this feeling, and some of these articles made it more clear to me. And the feeling I've already had, which kind of basically, when the Chinese spy balloon happened, people, when it was up for like that week or something, hey, I was in the military. I got to talk about this shit. I didn't like that either. I did not. Hey, the militant man in me, the American red-blooded man in me was like, hey, we don't call the boys and girls and shoot that some bitch down today. Like what? And we need to go invade them just to let them know we don't play that type of shit today. We need to go ahead and smack them around for a couple weeks on a couple little border towns, and then we can leave right back out. But like, can y'all do that to us? Stop with the balloons then. All right. That's how I would take it. But listen, serious note, I bring that up because I was like, we kind of talked about it in the show when we were like, the administration is really letting these balloons go up. In the back of my head, I was like, I swear, I've said this many times, a lot of our government and regulators and powerful people here, they're not actually for America. They don't even they just live here at this point. And I kept saying, I was like, Biden has to have some type of deal going on with China for this to be allowed, right? Well, it turns out that Biden might have some type of deal with China for this, something like this going. Now, this is that old press release. Comer reveals Biden family members receiving payments from Chinese energy company. I mean, I'm not gonna go through it, but I mean, 1.3 million in payments from accounts related to somebody from family associate. The company wired 1 point something billion dollars to another company associated with the Biden family. Another $1 billion went over to a 3-month bank period to different bank accounts. So this isn't me now. This is Comer from the White House Committee of Oversight and Accountability, and this is from a March 16th press release. I hope you all saw this. I make mention of this because it was very interesting in timing that they're coming out saying, hey, Biden is in cahoots with the Chinese and Chinese companies. He is giving and receiving money from them. And then all of a sudden we get this balloon that's up for a week, right? Follow me, people. I'm still not even talking politics now. What's important to note from this is China's stance on cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and how the U.S. has basically adopted a similar stance, not only with Bitcoin and crypto, but also the stance of, hey, we don't even need VPNs or private wallets. This isn't American rhetoric. This is not American rhetoric.
We are China.
You get what I'm saying? This is literally they're doing business with another country who have literally different cultural views on how humans and freedom should actually be executed, how freedom with humans should be executed or whatever on a countrywide scale, mass broad scale. We're starting to adopt their views, and now they're pushing that to us. So I'm only bringing up the fact that his family might have something to do with Chinese businesses and their government, as well as the proof of, hey, why would we even let a Chinese balloon sail for over a week and get all this intelligence if we aren't already doing business with them? That was the deal. We get a couple billion here, you got a balloon up for a week. And again, I could care less about all of that stuff, but what's important is if we are in cahoots with them as a country, then you can expect the cryptocurrency and the Bitcoin and all that regulatory uncertainty to follow that of China, which we're already seeing. They're already saying the private wallets. They're already saying no VPNs. They're already saying you need to be.
That's wild.
This is wild. They're already saying you can't get on certain websites. You know what? They're not even saying you can't get on websites. We see this in our class of the day. We just literally just went over a new crypto exchange that we can't get on now. To be fair, this new exchange they do 166 on margin, baby. Hey, that 166. Run them numbers up, people, or lose it all. But seriously, you can't even access some of these websites. So we're literally following suit behind China. It's kind of crazy when I read articles like this and then see the direction we're going with crypto regulation that's looking more like Chinese crypto regulation. It's like, hold on. I mean,
let's go, Brandon.
Was I supposed to put on the tinfoil hat, or is this a real story? Brandon. I don't even know anymore.
Hey,
I don't know if I'm supposed to put on tinfoil hat anymore. It's crazy.
The United States of China.
Man, listen, all I'm saying is pay attention. All right, but outside of China, let's go ahead and go a little bit more southwest, I believe it is. It's southwest or is it southeast? It's southwest or southeast. But we're going to talk about South Korea. South Korean authorities seize $160 million in assets tied to Terra employees is being reported. What's going on in South Korea?
Oh, yeah. So prosecutors reportedly took control of houses and properties in an attempt to prevent former Terra employees from disposing of assets potentially connected to criminal proceedings. Now, we've talked about this story plenty, of course, with Terra, you know about Dogecoin, and of course, all of the people that were involved with that. But it is interesting that according to April 3rd report, the authorities seized 210 billion won, 160 million at the time of publication, worth of this property, and unnamed executive worth roughly 60 million and 131 million respectively. They took down their houses and everything. How did they get that much money from a algorithmic stablecoin? Jesus Christ! This is why people want to shit on the
on entire industry, and it's like nobody. Come on.
No, I mean, good gracious! And this is assets from 8 people, so good amount a piece. That's good, 20 million. So all of that came from a shitty algorithmic stablecoin that had nothing to do with anything, and they were using it to buy Bitcoin. But As you can see, they got them, and South Korea, they've been pretty active as far as locking up people with exchanges and these big Ponzi schemes or scams that come out. So, not surprised by this at all.
There it is. This was crazy to see. I'm looking at the comments as well. I'm seeing some more stuff going on. I'm kind of with you really quick. Again, when it comes to stories like this, Terra Luna, and this again, it is kind of like our fault for not calling these out early, but it's only because we keep looking at them like, oh, it's stupid. Nobody believe that. And this is like, no, no, a lot of people believe it. Bittrex, Terra,
a lot of dumb people.
Bittrex, Terra doesn't stop. And I mean, maybe not, you won't even say dumb. We'll just say like, for whatever reason, like just
no, dumb. We need to start bullying again and start calling people dumb.
Listen,
we need a line to be drawn somewhere.
The bottom line is this. When all the capital flow, and here's the problem. And I just saw Jake was messing me, talking about some leave his Dogecoin alone, leave the DGens alone. You know, we like these swings, and I'm with it. And that's my only thing is that when the Terra Lunas, the Dogecoins, all this, there is people, you know me, I'm a degenerate. Hey, I get a little crazy too. You know me. There's nothing wrong with it. But the problem is when you say this is the way of life. We should live like not only should we be living this degenerate life, we should be wanting to live it. We should be messaging everyone else to live it. Like that's the problem. No. If you're gonna be a degenerate, shut the fuck up and do it by yourself in the corner. Like, hey, I do it myself in the corner in the dark by myself. Listen, I'm ashamed of myself. I put on my hood. I'm a shadowy super coder. Okay, like I'm not telling people this is the future of the economic landscape or whatever. So. That's where I think it has like the line has to be drawn. When people talk Terra Lunas and all that, and even Dogecoin right now, when you have this exuberance of this is the future and this is like, this is going to be a great pump and dump. I'm in, you're in, we're in early. Let's enjoy it. And when it's time to dump it, we're going to dump it. All right. This is not your future husband or wife. This is your right now. Next few months or whatever, people. Okay, stop it with this madness. Go ahead.
Hey, imagine going to Vegas and trying to tell people that blackjack is the future. If you just keep winning,
thank you. Like, that was a perfect example. We're going to use that one for now.
I'm here to lose money. What are you talking about? As long as people understand that this is DJing life, we're going to get some drinks and we're going to roll some craps. I don't expect to win at any point. Yeah,
thank you. That's all I'm saying.
People start making it a part of their economic strategy. It's like,
what you mean you don't play blackjack 3 times a week for 6 hours? Like. You ain't trying to get rich. It's like,
it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Man, that was a perfect. See, that's why you're the king of these metaphors and similes. I think similes are like an ass, actually. It came back to me just now, people out the blue. Similes are like an ass and metaphors are what? I think simile, like an ass. It just came to me out the blue finally. Yes, I got it right. Simile.
Somebody was using your metaphor and said Doge is a sneaky link. Yeah, Doge is a sneaky link.
That's
you get in, you get out. You don't call, you don't text.
Y'all out here bringing Dogecoin and Terra Luna home to y'all parents and shit. You should be ashamed. That's why they knew y'all weren't gonna be nothing in life right there. Don't bring it home to your parents. You bring Bitcoin home to your parents. You bring Dogecoin and Terra. Yeah, your cousins and stuff can meet them. All right, whatever. Yeah. The younger ones who got something to lose, they can meet them for going a couple rounds with them. Don't bring it to the people who got their life together. What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah. You don't bring home Doge to the cookout.
But seriously, I just make that point. I make that you're a fool. I make that point because everybody's always like, once again, the CoffeeZillas, the Spencers, and all these people of the world. This is an example of crypto and being bad, and it's like, no, the stuff that is making the news are the things we are against as far as putting large percentage of your portfolio to. If they're that new, novel, cool, and interesting, fine. Go crazy with a 5 to 10%er. But no one is telling people to go in heavy on Terra. Like, so come on. So for that to be the talking point and narrative of like, look what happened to Terra. Look what happened to FTX. Look what, no. I'm going to, every time I get on one of these platforms to show, I guarantee you I will always backward engineer it. All right. What type of people are doing this? Because all the people I know didn't do it. So who are the people who are doing this? Backwards engineer this thing, right? Yeah. So that's my thoughts on this. Just inform you, says Spencer's comment section still calls out his hypocrisy. Oh yeah, I ain't saw them numbers. Hey, that boy looking like Coinbase. He's down 50-60%. Hey, that man is not cracking 100K no more. Spence about to be down here with us. He gonna take that interview now. He coming down here with, hey, come on back, brother. Come on where y'all started at. Hey, we ain't never left where we started. We good. Let's see what else is going on. I saw a great comment. I was looking for it back, but I had to get back to it. It was a really good comment that someone's. Oh, JG Wetworth. That's what it was. Jams made a comment about Nomics. I'm trying to catch it right now. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it earlier.
He said, "Oh, okay, there we go." Oh, JJ Wetworth. Jam said, "Got to give y'all flowers this morning. Rest in peace to Nomics. They didn't make it." Oh, top story. Hold on.
Who would have known?
Nomics exchange. Hold on, we're pulling it up now. Hold on, Jams. What happened? They gone? Hold on. Oh, we called this one a year ago. Hold on, Zay. I'm going to the website. Top story of the day. Thank you. Hey, first of all, really quick, shout out to the likes of people like Jams. Way to be good sport. Way to be good. So really quick, the background Nomics. We didn't even know what Nomics was. If you remember when the Hexakin Hex crowd, it's funny, bro. Every year we get like a new crowd. 2017, we had a Big Connect crowd that was on our head. But when the Hex crowd came onto our channel, became Warriors about, I'd say 2 years ago now, the Hex crowd came around. You know, they're like, you all don't know about Hex. Of course, they pummeled us. I actually went in on Hex to be a part of the fun, part of the group. We had some of our Warriors do it. We made some, and then, of course, we lost even more. We know what happened with that. But the Hex crowd was mad that we were using Coin Market Cap. And you should have saw the horrible things that some of them, it wasn't all of them. It was only like, to be honest, only like 11 of them. 11 of the more outspoken members, you should have saw. I mean, one of them told me, he invited me to his genitalia because I was using Coin Market Cap. These are the humans that are involved in crypto. This is what we talk when we talk about Terra Luna and Dogecoin, and we're like, stop listening, everybody. Like a guy invited me to his genital area because I was using Coin Market Cap to show you all prices on a daily basis. You don't understand this.
Life at all.
And what's even crazier is in real life is like you're willing to put your life on the line or your freedom on the line over a website that someone don't use because you're trying to force somebody to you're trying to bully somebody to use a website and they say no. So you're willing to put your life and freedom online. Because I tell you what, we were at a conference and those are your actions or words to me over a website. Like, what are you talking about, man? You're crazy right now. Like, this is madness. Like, I would have to laugh and walk away and just leave the building and tell, like, listen, I'm not coming back to this building until y'all figure this out. This is crazy.
Yeah, especially when that website is now gone.
Boom, there it is. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. So they were saying don't use Coin Market Cap, use Nomics. Our thing with Nomics was like, well, it looks like it's kind of being skewed toward Hex. And then finally Hex was like, well, yeah, the Nomics owner does own a bunch of Hex. It was like, well, guys, this is why they're skewing into it. But whatever. It wasn't the website. It was the way they were doing business, and that skewing to certain cryptocurrencies. We're just like, don't really believe it. But I will say they did have some novel stuff. I know the price predictor thing, some people liked. It was semi-right some of the time. Cool things go along with it, but it looks like, as it says here, the sun setting in Nomics. Dear Nomics user, unfortunately, we are sunsetting this website effective today. Oh, they didn't give y'all a heads up? Oh, man.
Oh, you just went to go look and it was just, hey,
oh, man. Thank you for using Nomics.com over the years. We want to extend our sincerest appreciation to our users. It's been a pleasure to serve you. We do this with a heavy heart, and we are not taking a step lightly. We apologize for any inconveniences may cause you. Thank you, Nomics.com. Now, really quick, to be fair, this same thing can happen to Coin Market Cap tomorrow, people. Straight face. And that's all we were trying to tell you all when we started using Coin Market Cap. We don't love them either. Yeah. We don't love them either. They're just the most used one. So we're trying to use the same thing the masses are using in regards to price point. That is literally it. They could be next tomorrow. However, they are not. Nomics was, and this is madness. Yo, how they not gonna give y'all a heads up? All they doing is price points. We're gonna be going in a week. That's my first question. My second question is, where do all the Nomics users go now? Nomics, where are you guys going now? And shout out to Jams. Jams,
they don't check the price anymore.
Jams not included in that crowd. Jams already said he used everything. Jams uses the best available. He'll compare all three of them, so he's not included. But he is the spokesperson and representative, not through his own somewhat of the Hexagon crowd on our channel. So that's why he's speaking up. But this isn't his work. But this is still a pretty funny story. Gems, where are all the Nomics guys going to go? Are they going to go back to CoinMarketCap or will they go somewhere else? I need to know answers.
Somebody said
to
Coin
this.
Paprika. Somebody said Coin Paprika. They're gonna go to Coin
Man, y'all
Paprika, Coin
crazy.
360. Sorry, you got a bunch of choices, but I mean, again, they could all go down tomorrow. So
right,
no loyalty to. I don't have any loyalty. Who has loyalty to price charts? Like what?
That's what, and that was my point to begin with. Yeah, it's a price chart. People, what the fuck? Like,
Calm
no
down,
one cares.
Man.
And honestly,
Go take a nap.
it's only one real price chart. One Bitcoin equal one Bitcoin. We shouldn't even have the rest, but whatever. We'll play the game. We're still in that phase. We'll play the game. JG Wentworth, what's up? Again, said, do you see the Washington Nationals still had the Terra signs in the stadium on opening day? Woo! I believe that's crazy.
I mean, if they paid for it up front.
Oh my goodness.
I can believe it. Yeah.
Oh, great point. Oh, wow. Yeah. See, that's why I like our Warriors, because if we start to miss something, you all like our Warriors, bro, are so smart at this point. Like they call us out halftime on stuff. We're like, you got this wrong.
Smartest
like,
crowd.
Shit, I did get it wrong. Listen,
smartest crowd in space.
I think y'all literally one of the smartest crowds in space. I say all that because Vision 77 just brought something up. How does this tie into Richard Hart's recent behavior? Great analysis. Great. I mean, you think Richard Hart just deleted everything and then Nomics dipped out too out the blue?
Just happened to go away?
They were tied. Oh, that's good. Listen, here's the real question. Is something about to happen to Hex, people? What's going on? Those are two
person to come on and tell us.
Two key players, FBF this week. We're gonna have to talk about. Those are two key players. This is gonna be interesting. Hey, I saw S1 Dubs is imagining talking about public relations and crisis management. I keep telling all these people, no, I don't actually tell them, but they could hire me. I need to throw it out there because it is layups. Like when I see all this stuff, I'm like, bro, oh man, shout out to the Navy. They really did teach me a lot when it comes to that, because these are layups right here, man. This is stuff that will make people careers. Some of these companies right now, like y'all not doing what? You can't just shut down the morning of, brother. Like you can't do that.
That's steps leading up to it or something.
Yeah, goodness gracious. You just wake up, hey y'all, we gone like every other crypto company. All right, last but not least, fun fact: 73.3% of quarter one rug pulls happened on BNB chain. Says Immunify, so it looks like BNB is still leading the surge on rugs. What is going on with this story, real quick, Bitcoin Zay?
Well, it looks like Binance chain is hitting the Tony Yayo dance on basically everybody who buys a cryptocurrency on there, because good gracious, 73% all came from one chain. The chain that I've stated over and over is the worst blockchain I've ever seen in my life. It's completely garbage, but it is a great way for new developers to create cryptos very quickly and easy. So it does help with coding, but other than that, none of the coins I've seen have done a damn thing. In these rug pulls and frauds, as they call it here, the king of rug pulls in the first quarter of 2023, 73%. 73.3% came from there from this ecosystem. And of course, it found the Ethereum and Binance chain with two targets for hackers and scammers, with 68.8% of total losses from those networks combined. Binance in particular made up 41% of those hacks and scams. So that's what you get when you create coins on Binance chain. If somebody's talking about doing a project and they bring up Binance chain, my mind is gone after that, because it's really a bunch of amateurs building coins that have a lot of exploits and people stealing from them. And we should, at this point, I mean, how many reminders do you need? Like I said, I'm a big fan of letting people be stupid, but this is your warning right now. Don't use Binance chain. Very easy. It's
kind of crazy. And what this all goes back to really quick, because I know we've been over on time. I know I just saw that yayo then. I was gonna pull it up. It's crazy and unfortunate, but what this all goes back to, and this is like, this is where the deeper problems in the root of everything comes from. A lot of people are seeing this space as a place to either get rich quick or at least get additional capital that you would never have had, right? So like the ugly shown around the world, where it's people like some deservedly, maybe they're like, no, I live in a fucking mud hut, bro. Like I don't have anything. I don't have dinner tonight. Like I have kids. I don't care what you morally think of me. I'm gonna do what I need to do in crypto to get these bills paid. And there's some people who just like, oh, I want my third house. I'm gonna do something dirty for that. Wherever the reason is, there's the financial motivation for people to move in this market is what's jacking up the market. It's just like people really don't understand, like, yo, if you come in with at least a semi-honest approach and good faith and just look at this for the technology, like you will naturally flow to value. You will not have to do anything crazy. So I think that's the most unfortunate thing, where you're looking at the Terra Lunas, the BNBs now, where it's like you literally have a whole chain where the majority of users are like, this is a way to quickly make a project and make some money. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And it's not just them. We're again talking about the multimillionaires who just want their third house, the Logan Pauls, the Jake Pauls. It's like, bro, why do you need to do a crypto project?
You gotta. Hey,
you get what I'm saying?
Grift.
It's like
the grift is strong. The grifty.
Once again, let me compare it to basketball. I become a multimillionaire. I'm worth 120 million, 200 million, 2 billion. Yeah, let's go. I'm Elon Musk now. I'm Elon Musk. And you know what? Tomorrow, I do not want to buy a basketball team. I want to play in the NBA. I want to play basketball. Would you all not look and be like, good? We get it, bro. You're rich, but do you have to do it? Like, damn, you got to
enter in the draft.
You know what I'm saying? And not only am I going to enter the draft, I'm going to use my resources to make sure I play. Or I'm going to be on the team. I'm playing. Would you, as a person who's a fan of that team, would you not be like, come on, bro? Like, you're going to make us lose, man. Like, we get it. You have the money. You have the resources to even get on court some miraculous way. You've done it. We got it. You can do this if you want, and no one can stop you. But why? I can't guard LeBron James. I can't. Who the shortest, smallest, weakest player in the NBA? Like, I can't guard that person. You know what I'm saying? Now, in football, hey, you throw LBJ on the field, I feel confident. I'm chopping that big boy down.
Be taking them legs out.
Hey, I ain't scared. Hey, you know, we get physical. But all that skill, hey, I don't know how to play basketball, okay? So that's my only point. It's like the Logan, Jake Pauls, all the wealthy people, and all the poor people who are just trying to make it work. It's just like, it is you all. It is you all. And then again, the problem is these are the same people who lead the narrative on it. But regardless, this is crypto. That's what we got to love about people. It's the freedom to do wherever you want, however you want. And really quick, getting back to JG Wentworth, he gave some exchanges for those hexkins out there. He said CoinGecko, Coin Paprika, Yahoo Finance, and some hexkins now want to build their own coin ranking site. Well, all right. We saw Nomics do that, but we'll see if another one can for sure as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got some funny-ass comments, though.
Go ahead, get
Binance is just a casino off the Vegas Strip on a side street where half the street lights are out. That is a perfect analogy. That's the one with the carpet from the 70s where everybody in there is 80 and older smoking cigarettes for 24 hours. But, yeah, that one, and then King, one of them football players that hack the hell out of you when you hoop. Oh, I know.
Y'all know.
We played one-on-one plenty of times. And that's good defense. That's good defense. And you just be like, all right.
I remember, one time you really was like, I was like, all right, so tell me exactly what, when you was telling me, I was like, yeah, I be fouling. I was like, I do be fouling.
I just don't call fouls.
The hand check thing. I was like, you can't touch your hair. You should. You was like, no. I was like, I had to look it up. I was like, oh, you can't.
No. But I grew up playing with hand checking, so I was used to hand checking. I grew up playing like that. But yeah, technically, everything you do is a foul. You're like,
hey, listen, I know. I don't play basketball because, listen, I don't play basketball because literally since I was a child, damn near every time I play basketball, it ends up like people trying to fight me because I be fouling. And it's just like, look, I didn't come to play a quasi sport. Like, this isn't gonna be half basketball, half MMA. Like, what is this? And I'm like, I'm not even trying to fight with basketball. It's stupid. So yeah, I don't play basketball. I don't like getting involved with it. When people try to get me to play basketball nowadays, especially if I don't know them, I'm like, you trying to fight me? They're like, what's up? I'm like, let's just fight, bro. I'd rather let's not play basketball. Let's just fight right now.
That's every football player go to is like, man,
yeah,
fuck this game.
I don't want to play. I don't want to play.
You just mad because you can't shoot.
That's why that's why I like playing with people like you, like my friends. I play with people I know I'm friends with that's not going to try to be super like, nah, I'm like, I'm getting mad. It's like, bro, you know I can't play. Like, why you getting mad? Why you getting me? No, I can't play. Like, why you getting mad? So yeah, I don't even play with strangers. All right, you about to trigger me, bro. This is a triggering thing for me. Anyway, any last minute messages?
That was Alec G. Shout out to Alec G. But no messages for me. Have a great Tuesday, people.
All right, happy Tuesday. We will hopefully see you all tomorrow. If we're not popping up in the morning, we are letting you know on Twitter for the most part or the Discord. And the only reason why is because days like this, the news is extremely slow right now. Everyone's kind of waiting to see what happens with the market. News is extremely slow though. So if we're not on tomorrow, check the Twitter or we'll put out a post, but that will be the only reason why. Other than that, hopefully there are some new news stories that are interesting. We'll see you tomorrow and the rest of the week with more daily crypto news. Cheers.